on YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Now, guess where I've been today? It's Saturday afternoon, and guess where I've been? I've been to the fish shop. So let's find out what I've got today. So I went to the fish shop, Wildwood Aquatics in Cruise Hill in Enfield. And I was in the shop having a mooch about. My brother wanted to go and look at some plants for his pond and stuff like that. So I said, yeah, why not, I'll come with you. Any excuse to go to the fish shop. So what I've come out with today, I've got myself another bircher. So I can't remember the type of this one now. It is quite a small fish, but it looks like the species that gets like a scaffold pole. It's like quite a big species, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm going to be putting him in this tank just to quarantine him, sort of grow him up for a bit. Obviously I'm going to have to be really careful because I've got cories and stuff like that in here. But at the moment he's too small to be picking on cories and the plecos at the moment. So, but I do know these fish grow really fast, like rapidly quick, especially this type, I'm pretty sure. But let me know in the comments below which type it is, some of you bircher fans out there, because I do like my birchers. I've got a Telgelsi in the monster tank, but that's taken years and years to grow, and it's a stunning fish now, the size of it. But let's pop this in this tank, let this acclimate for 20 minutes or so, and then I'll show you what else is in the bucket. So the bircher's in there now, it's acclimating nicely in its bag, so it's warming up to the temperature of the tank, and then we can pop them in there. But let's check out the second fish I got. So the second fish I got is this stunning electric blue Acara, and it's absolutely massive. Now I was in the store and I said to the bloke, I want to get that bircher over there, can you pull that out for me? And do you have any electric blue Acaras in at the moment? Because I did have a huge one about a year ago, well it's probably about 6 months ago actually, and it actually got eaten by my arowanas because stupidly I left it in the arowana tank, which is out in my lounge. It was a huge fish, it was near enough double the size of this one here, but this one is massive. I don't think I've ever seen one this size in a shop. And look, it's come with a free snail as well. You can see the snail just on the bag there. So let's pop these two in this tank here, let them acclimate. The Acara's going in this tank as well. There's nothing in here you can sort of pick out except from all the mystery snails that are all over the bottom. There's tons and tons of them, so I'm not too fussed about that. So let these acclimate for 10 minutes or so, and then we'll come outside and I'll show you just how beautiful and stunning these fish are, because this Acara is an absolutely beautiful specimen. It's been just over 10 minutes now, so what I'm going to do with the fish, I'm going to empty the bags out into the bucket here, and then basically net the fish out of the bucket into the tank, if that makes sense. And none of the water from the shop goes into my setup here. So let's put these straight in this bucket. So there we go. This view here is not going to do the fish any justice at all, because the Acara from here just looks like a, I don't know, like a platy basically. So it's not showing off any of the blue at all. But once it's in the tank, I'll show you some of the blue on it. It's an absolute beautiful fish. And there's the bircher there, so you can see how small this fish is. But honestly, watch this space. This fish will grow fast, rapidly fast, in the next few months or so. In the next 6 months, it will probably be, I don't know, maybe the size of one of these here, maybe a bit bigger, but we'll see how we get on. And then obviously once it's big enough to start yamming some of the fish in here, I will keep a close eye. He will be going in here with all the Oscars, the clown lurches, plecos, etc. And the plecos are what I've done in the last video. Look, they're doing absolutely fine. So that's the Titanic pleco there, so doing absolutely fine. Eats like crazy. He's having a little bit of a tear up with the gibby plec. As you can see, the gibby plec's got a couple little scars on them, but I'm just going to keep an eye on that. If it carries on, I will eventually probably move him into my monster aquarium out in the lounge, because there's loads more space to move about in that tank, which will cut down on the aggression. But anyway, let me get a net now and basically start netting these stunning fish in this tank. So this is probably a better view for you if I can get him to stay still. Do you know what, I'm not going to, because it's just going to stress him out. I'll show you once he's in the tank. Okay, so that's the fish in the tank. Now, I don't know what it is about adding monster fish to a small tank, but it really excites me, because I've just added this birch to this tank, and like I keep saying, these birches get massive. I think it's because like you buy this fish and it's so small and you know it's going to grow and grow and grow, so you're sort of bringing the fish up, if you know what I mean. And putting them in a smaller tank, you see how big they get. Once they're in these big aquariums, you don't really see the sort of size of the fish, you know, but once they're in a tank like this, you do see how big they get. So let me show you the fish if we can actually find them, because they're going to be hiding now. The Acara is just at the back there. You can just see underneath that fake plant, right next to that snail shell. Now, them snails, like I've done a few videos before, look how many are on the sandbed at the moment. There's hundreds of them. So this tank's been, like I said, it's been taken over by the snails. Let me try and get a better view for you for the Acara. So he's just down the back there. Now I will be getting myself another Acara because I do want to keep sort of a gang of them in the tank. I love the fish. There's such a beautiful fish. Here he comes. Just see him come out. If I keep my voice down a bit, we might be able to see him a bit better. So like I said, it's quite a big Acara really, looking at it. You rarely find this sort of size of Acara in the shop. But the one I had before, honestly, no joke, it was probably as big as maybe this white pipe here, a little bit smaller than that white pipe. It was a big old fish and I was keeping him with my monster fish in there. So that's why I didn't take him out, because I thought he was going to be okay, but he did actually eventually get munched. Now the Bircher is a mystery. Oh, there he is. So so the birch is there. You can just see his head hanging out of that Java moss there. Can't wait for this fish to get big. It's going to be absolutely beautiful when it gets big. Now I have been tempted to do stingrays in this tank, haven't I? You know, I keep talking about it, but I just haven't found the right stingrays. Loads of people have messaged me saying, man, you need to go to like Wolf Aquatics, Pier Aquatics, but it's like a 3-hour drive for me and I'm so busy all the time. I just need to take like a Friday off work, make a trip of it, and even do like a shop tour video like at Wolf, but I will eventually do it. Now, me keeping all the clown latches in this tank, obviously they're bottom fish. If I get rays with this tank, I think they're going to go wrong, you know. I think the clown latches might pester the rays might pester the clown latches. But eventually I will be moving these clown latches into the 2,000 litre aquarium in my lounge, so I could eventually do that. And with the birches, I don't know if birches get on with rays as well, because obviously that birch I've just put in there will eventually be going to this 1,000 litre setup I've got here. So, but if some of you guys are out there and you've been keeping birches with rays or clown latches with stingrays, let me know how you're getting on, because I would like to know all about it before I start buying fish and things go wrong, because I've never ever kept a stingray, but I really want to keep one. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are keeping them at the moment. But let's try and find a little bit of a better view of the Acara for you. So there he is, beautiful fish. Can't wait to do a bit of a feed tonight and see if he actually starts taking food, because they do take food quite hard, these cichlids. And the Bircher is just under the rock there. But anyway guys, that is the video for today. So 2 more fish added to my fish room. And I have spoke to ND Aquatics. They are building me that 4-foot tank, which we will be putting probably where this tank is now. I'm going to be setting this one up, moving it back over here. This one's going to be set up eventually. I want to start doing as many tanks as I can in this fish room, because that's basically what it was for. I am tempted to move this one over to this wall here and then put like the 4-foot tank here, so it's sort of similar heights with this, because when you walk into this fish room, all you basically get your eyes drawn to is this massive tank behind us, because obviously this one's a lot shorter. But yeah, I'll have a move about and see what looks best, but I'm obviously not going to be moving that because that weighs an absolute ton. But anyway guys, thanks for watching the video. As always, like and subscribe my channel, ding the notification bell, and you keep it real everyone.